welcome back to Intuitive Tea Gemini. This is going to be the updated Pisces Celtic spread for feminine and masculine energies. We are going to see what's going on with you at this time. Let's see. This is going to be for sun, moon, rising signs as well as north nodes. Let's see what's going on. This is going to be your Celtic spread for Pisces. What is going on? What is going on for my Pisces individuals? Feminine and masculine energies. I'm going to shuffle these up first. Set that to the side. Let's see. Alright, so your bottom cards, you receive solitude and light. Right off gate, this is referring to the fact that to have solitude reversed actually is saying they want you to come out your shell. And I just realized it's actually 19, it's 199. So actually 99 completion. It's actually saying they want you to come out your shell at this time, Pisces, feminine and masculine energies. They feel like you've been in solitude enough. They want you to actually spread your light. So for a lot of you, you're spiritual beings or you have spiritual gifts. You could be a light worker. You're a light worker in some sort of way. It's not necessarily saying you have to read people to be a light worker, but you're a light worker, meaning like through whatever you do, whatever your job is, whatever your passion is, you're spreading light through humanity. Like you're doing good for others. You're spreading good positive vibes. It's more so what a light worker is. So light workers, trash men are light workers. Well, not trash men, sanitation. I want to call them trash men, but sanitation workers. Those who collect the garbage, even them, like, they're light workers. They're keeping the planet clean. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever you do to contribute in a positive way to your life and the lives of others, that's light working. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to shuffle these up and we're going to get you some bottom cards for Pisces. Let's see. Alright, so at this time you received Page of Pentacles upright and you received the Four of Swords reverse. Page of Pentacles upright. They're saying that you're going to have to learn some new things. You're going to have to brush up on knowledge. There's something you want to pursue. And I'm saying I'm getting strong earth signs and air signs involved in these cards as well. This could be someone you're dealing with or just individuals around you who could also help you. It's saying there's something you want to pursue. You're going to have to go back to school to usher this in. Like it's saying, you're going to have to be knowledgeable about this. You're not going to be able to just go in it and wing it. You're actually going to have to study up on it. Some of you are actually going to have to go back to school to do whatever this is. Four of Swords reverse. It's actually saying that they want you to stop procrastinating and move forward. It's saying they feel like you've rested enough. This is saying you need rest. This is saying you've received too much. I'm not received too much rest, but you've been resting enough. And like I said, to have solitude reverse as well as this card is literally speaking on the same things. Needing to come out your shell at this time. Needing to put more effort into a goal or something that you're trying to manifest. Like I said, Pisces, feminine and masculine energies. Right now, really focus on your goals. Now, let's get to your actual Celtic spread. Let's see what's going on. For the first card, that's going to represent your current energy, partnerships and alliances, number 3 reversed. Partnered with the Page of Wands upright. The second card is representing actual obstacles that you're dealing with at this time, emotional loss. This is referring to, this is accompanied with the Everything is Fine card. This is also reversed. That's also reversed. Now, number 3, sorry, OCD kicking in. Number 3 represents the Influence, Passion Ignited, reversed. The High Priestess upright. Number 4 is representing Root, Patience, reversed. You have a lot of reversal cards, so they're speaking on a lot of indecisiveness, a lot of second guessing at this time. 3 of Cups reversed. Yes, and that you're very indecisive at this time about how you want to proceed and move forward. I feel like that's why a lot of you have remained in solitude longer than you know you should have as well. The 5th card represents the past. You received Sacred Chakra reverse, accompanied with the 2 of Pentacles upright. For the future, you received the Waiting Game reversed, accompanied with the 2 of Wands upright. We're going to move these over here just to set those to the side. Number 7 represents attitude. Number 8 represents environment. For 7, attitude, you receive heartache and loss reversed. For number 8, environment, you receive 10, destiny upright. Accompanied with the heartache and loss, you receive the Magician card reverse. Yeah, I'm picking up a lot of indecisive energy right now, Pisces. Why are you second guessing yourself so much? This could stem from like childhood issues of not feeling worthy, not being reaffirmed or being affirmed. Like when you do things, not being rewarded or not being told that they were good. You get what I'm saying? Like not having your choices actually affirmed as being good choices and decisions. 2 of Swords upright for the Destiny card, represent your environment. Hopes and fears, you receive movements and choices reversed. Judgment reversed. Last but not least, for outcome, you received Temptation upright. I believe that was the only card you received upright. Yeah, I'm picking up a lot of indecisive, I'm stuck in the past energies for you right now, Pisces. For Temptation upright, you received the Moon card upright. And that's for outcome. Now let's see what your bottom cards were. For bottom cards, you received balance reverse. So it's saying that this time there is no balance. You need to rebalance yourself. You need to make sure all areas of your life are receiving the same attention, time, and care. To have balance reverse is saying that you could be neglecting one area, focusing on the other. Not focusing on work how you should be, neglecting family, not focusing on relationships, and neglecting your relationships, etc. It's saying find your balance again. You received the 9 of Cups upright. Joy, harmony, and content. It's actually speaking on you being joyous, having harmony, being content. And I'm not trying to say anything bad or anything, but I'm trying to figure out where this joy, harmony, and content is coming from if you have so much indecisive energy surrounding your goals and whatnot. Like you're very unsure about your steps. So for one, Pisces, right off gate, what we're going to speak on is the fact that you need to have more confidence in yourself. You need to have more confidence in your moves. You need to know that everything you're doing is going to be for the benefit of not only you, but your loved ones, generations to come, as well as the generations coming before you. The generations that came before you, more than likely your loved ones who have crossed over, those are the ones guiding you now to prepare for the generations to come. So keep that in mind. They believe in you or they would have never placed this in your lap, Pisces. We're going to start with your current situation. You receive Page of Wands upright, partnerships and alliances reverse. So it's saying it's a lot of you, you want to venture out, you want to start new things. I feel like a lot of you actually have, but to have partnerships and alliances reverse, you're not going about it the right way. Partnerships in reverse is literally saying you're not, it's not that the help is not there. It's just a lot of you are refusing this help. Like I said, some of you feel like you have to be independent to the point where you can't ask for help. But what shows a true independent person is the fact that sometimes you actually need help. You don't have to do everything by yourself. If that was the case, God would have placed you and you alone down here. There's a reason why we're all here. You know, we're all here to help each other grow, elevate, etc. We're all trying to get to a certain place in our life. So it is saying don't hesitate to ask. Don't hesitate to depend on others. It's not showing a sign of weakness. That's actually a very good sign of strength. That's a very positive sign of someone who's strong. To know that sometimes you're not you know what I'm saying? To know sometimes you're not able to provide everything for yourself or bring everything to the table for yourself. As far as obstacles are concerned, emotional loss. So that's telling me a lot of you recently went through changes, Pisces energies. And also I feel like that's why you're indecisive. Some of you lost some loved ones. And if that was the case, I apologize for your loss. You just have to remember them how they were. Remember that spirit leaves the body. All of us have a spirit within the body. So it's like the physical body is going to leave one day, but the spirit will always be there. That person will always be there no matter what. Fives, like I said, there was an emotional change that caught you off guard. It's saying everything is fine. For some of you, you lost your job. For some of you, like I said, you lost a loved one. For some of you, you actually lost a relationship. The obstacle and challenge right now is the fact that you're trying to overcome what you're going through emotionally. For those of you who have lost a job or that opportunity slipped through your fingers, this is actually saying that you need to be positive about it. Everything is fine. It's saying you're really stressing for no reason. Anything that's taken from you, especially regarding jobs, etc., is saying that something better is going to replace it. So do keep that in mind. The third card represents influence. You receive the High Priestess upright, passion ignited, reverse. A lot of you are very tapped in when it comes to following your intuition. I feel like you follow it closely. When you get a gut feeling about someone or something, you either follow through with it or you don't. But to have passion ignited reverse is literally saying You follow your intuition, but at this time, for some reason, you're not following your intuition about passion ignited. Like, it's literally saying there's something you used to love to do. You no longer do this anymore. And it's kind of saying your intuition has been leading you and kind of hinting at you getting back to this. So focus on this at this time, because that's actually how your abundance is going to come in as well. Like I said, you need to work on a lot of shadow work at this time, or working on a lot of inner feelings of not feeling worthy. I will say that. For the, what is this? The stack, the fourth stack, this is root. Patience, Three of Cups upright. It's literally saying you want to provide for your family members, and that's beautiful, because it's saying you actually have a reason that why you're going after a certain goal or vision. Keep your family in mind. Keep these close connections, those who love you and do for you, who have supported you when you had nobody else, who were in your corner. Keep them in mind, because that's what's going to keep you motivated to move forward. Don't allow that emotional loss, like I said, that loss of a job, your home, car, whatever it is that you lost, your family member, a relationship. Don't allow it to hold you back at this time. It's saying they want you to stand back up, wipe yourself off, and move forward. Don't focus on your failures or things that didn't fall through. Focus on the opportunities you still have available to you, because there's a lot. There's a vast amount of opportunities, but you have to look at this from a positive perspective and a positive point of view. Patience upright is literally saying this thing that you're considering doing, or this thing that you would like to do for your family to usher in those new beginnings. They're going to take time. It's going to take patience. So it's saying don't get discouraged because things aren't falling into play for you as quickly as you thought they would. Anything that takes longer to nurture is saying it's not going to be easy to get rid of. That's a good thing, because it's saying if it's taking longer to bring a dream or a vision into fruition, that means you're going to receive more than what you expected. And like I said, it's going to sustain you. So that's beautiful. Like they say, anything gained fast is going to be lost even quicker. So remember that. Keep that in mind as well. Number 5, the position for this is representing the past. You received the Two of Pentacles upright, Sacral Chakra reversed. The Two of Pentacles upright is saying that you've been juggling back and forth between two choices. I'm not sure what I should do. Sacral Chakra being reversed is actually referring to, the Sacral Chakra being reversed is referring to not trusting your intuition when it comes to a choice. So it's saying that very soon, well, not very soon, because it's representing the past. Some of you made a decision in the past, and it's saying you neglected to follow your intuition and it backfired. And I feel like that's where a lot of this emotional loss is coming from as well. So moving forward, all you have to do is learn from this and say, okay, I'm really going to pay attention to my intuition at this time. If my intuition is telling me not to deal with this person, I'm not going to. Not to pursue that financial venture, I'm not going to. Trust your intuition. It's coming from your angels. They know if something's going to go downhill for you or not. If your gut is telling you not to do something, there's a huge reason why. Even though you may not see it or acknowledge it at that time, you need to trust that feeling. It's going to keep you from a lot of disappointments. Future cards, you receive the Two of Wands upright, the Waiting Game reverse. Once again, it's saying you have choices. They don't want you to be so hasty in making choices because things aren't falling into place, like I said, as quickly as you thought they would. I feel like because you're being impatient, Pisces feminine masculine energies is causing you to second guess if you made the right choice in general. You did. It's saying you're just going to have to wait. Like I said, anything that's taking longer to come into fruition is because it's bigger and better than what you expected. If you could keep that in mind and continue to be consistent with the efforts you're putting in with everything you're doing, it's saying you're going to be satisfied. Like, you're not going to regret the fact that it took you longer to manifest these things. I'll say that. Sorry. I thought I had to sneeze. For your 7th set of cards, you received, this is pertaining to your current attitude. Heartache and loss, the Magician card upright. Yeah, for a lot of you, it's saying it was a business venture or opportunity that didn't fall into place the way you thought it would, and it's causing you to have this heartache and loss. Like it's literally saying, with the Magician card upright, you're hesitant about moving forward and making new choices because of this heartache and loss. You know what I'm saying? Because things didn't necessarily pan out the way you thought they would in the past, you're very hesitant when it comes to moving forward. Like, very hesitant. When it comes to moving forward, you are hesitating. Let's see. Number 8. That represents your environment. Two of Swords reverse, Destiny reverse. The Two of Swords in reverse is speaking on indecisiveness. It's also speaking on the fact that you have, like, things are being shown to you, the truths of things, so that you can make a better decision and move forward, but it's saying you're hesitating. Destiny, even being like this, is literally saying at this time you need to focus on your destiny. So it's saying this decision that you made in the past led you away from your destiny. At this time, it's saying make sure that the decision you choose currently, like your environment, Make sure it's more supportive of what you need. If you're in to have this like this reverse and it's referring to environment, that's telling me that you're around a lot of negative people or negative energies that need to either be rid of, or you need to separate yourself from them, or separate yourself, like I said, from that environment, because your environment also can hold you back. So make sure it's lifted up with positive energies and support, especially now, because it's saying you're focused on your destiny. You don't need anything but positive energies around you, so God can grant you that type of life that you deserve. Hopes and fears, you receive judgment upright, movements, choices, and decisions upright. Hold on. Sorry, I had to sneeze. For your hopes and fears, you receive judgment upright, choices, decisions, and I believe movements. You have movements, choices, and decisions. Don't be so hard on yourself at this time as well. Pisces energies, feminine and masculine. Judgment upright. This is referring to not more so to say, I don't want to explain this as them looking up to somebody else. It's more so them looking up to their higher selves. It's literally saying we're all on the same playing field. Don't beat yourself up because of the choices and decisions you've made in the past. It's saying if you can move past what you did in the past that you didn't feel like was right, and you can focus on your future, you'll make better choices and decisions. It's saying basically don't sit around and sulk. We're all growing. You know what I'm saying? None of us have the game plan. None of us have the study guide of life. You get what I'm saying? We're all gonna make bad choices and decisions sometimes. That's just human nature. That's the human in us. So it is saying you do need to take that into consideration, especially when you're judging yourself because of decisions and choices you've made. A lot of these decisions and choices you made, you had to make them, like they were going to happen. Your angels knew beforehand it was going to happen. The Most High knew beforehand it was going to happen, and they allowed you to do that so that you could learn something. So don't beat yourself up so much about what didn't go right in the past, and focus on what could go right starting this moment, moving forward. Because when you stay in the past, you're actually ruining your future because you're focused on things that have outplayed. You know what I'm saying? They played, the time for them has come to an end, basically. It has expired. You shouldn't focus on things that you no longer have control of, or things that have ran their course. Focus on what you do have control of. Last but not least, outcome. Now, this bothers me a little bit because usually for outcome, you're supposed to receive something good. To receive these two cards, I wasn't necessarily saying they're the worst, but they're not good to receive as an outcome because it's saying you're going to continue to repeat the same mistakes. You're still repeating the same mistakes. It's kind of saying for outcome to get the moon card upright in temptation. The moon card, this is referring to emotions. But this more so to say this entire card is speaking on lies and deception. Temptation upright as well was literally saying you may be going about life the wrong way, like as far as like the choices you're making, maybe they're not as moral as they should be. Outcomes, it's literally saying you're going to put yourself in a bad position if you don't make changes now. Like everything your spread is referring to, you need to make changes, whether it's, like I say, your environment, people you're choosing to deal with, what you're choosing to be around. Changes need to be made. If you want something different, you have to do something different. Outcome, like it's saying, lies and deception. Temptation, it's literally saying you're going to continue this cycle and fall for the same things you've been falling for month after month, or year after year. So really take a step back at this time, Pisces, feminine, masculine energies. Focus on where you are, focus on where you would like to be, and see what type of changes can be made to usher you towards that. But I do thank you, Pisces, feminine and masculine energies, for allowing me to do your Celtic spread. If you would like to book a full divination, it's going to be in my description box below. Go to my Facebook link and book a session.